Welcome back to the stovetop. Please excuse any noise you might hear in the background. The refrigerator compressor likes to kick on only when I turn on the camera, and from time to time, somebody with a loud exhaust likes to speed down the highway. I'm wearing my lapel mic today to kind of minimize that, but something might come through. So, on our family vacation this year, we visited the Nauticus Museum in Norfolk, Virginia, where the battleship USS Wisconsin is. In the gift shop, I found a Battleship Wisconsin themed coffee, their Whiskey Gun Barrel Blend. I did a review on this. I'll include a link to that video at the end of this one. Now, this is kind of a dark roast, and I'm not much of a dark roast person. It would have been nice if they had had other coffees there for me to sample, but the gift shop doesn't make this coffee themselves. They actually contracted out to a company in Norfolk, Virginia called Richport Coffee. So I decided to go online and check out Richport Coffee and see if you could order from them, and you can. They don't sell the Whiskey Gun Barrel blend. You have to get that from the gift shop at Nauticus, either in person or online. I'll include a link to that in the description section below. So I just ordered one pound bag of coffee. The coffee was $19.99 and shipping was $8.55. It came in U.S. priority mail in this bag with the Richport Coffee logo on there. There's kind of a black background and then a circular pattern there in the middle with, I'm guessing, what's a French press with the words Richport Coffee there in the center. So it's a really nice logo, and the bag was just in my mailbox. It took about a week and a half to get. I think that was more processing time than transit time from Norfolk to Detroit. But $8.55 wasn't bad for 1 pound of coffee. Now, they do offer a veterans discount if you sign up for something called GovX. I decided to sign up for it just to see what would happen. They took $3 off the price of the coffee. I don't know if that's a one-time thing or if once you're in this GovX thing, which I guess gives veterans discounts with all kinds of different companies, if they offer a discount every single time. If I order from them again and it gives me the option or take so much off because I'm a GovX member or I have to go through the GovX website to buy this or something, I'll include a link or I'll include a comment down below and pin it if I order something else from Richport Coffee in the future. So let me get some scissors and open up this bag. All right, so they do have the flap for the envelope folded over. I'm just going to slide scissors in there and cut it open. Oh, you can smell the coffee as soon as the bag's open all the way. All right, so what we have here, and this is kind of big for a 1 pound bag. I mean, this is definitely a pound of coffee. We've got a bag just like the Whiskey Gun Barrel blend bag. It's black. There's a tab at the top that you can just pull towards you there and fold out at a 90-degree angle, and then just pull to open the top of the bag. It's going to have a reclosable seal. And let's see how it's marked here. Richport Coffee, established 2021, freshly roasted, delicious and flavorful. It's marked 1 pound and whole bean. On the back bottom, there's a small label with the contact information for Richport Coffee and a roasted date. This was made on the 17th of September, and I ordered it on the 18th of September. Today is the 23rd of September, so this is very fresh. So what is this anyhow? I didn't even say. So that's the thing. The label here doesn't really say. There's just they use a generic bag, kind of like Leland All Coffee Company does, and they just put a decal on there. This is their Puerto Rican coffee. They don't really have a name for it. They don't call it Puerto Rican blend, or you don't see that on there. All you see is the flag of Puerto Rico up here in the corner, and that's a sticker. So they've got a generic Richport Coffee Company sticker on here, which marks whether it's whole bean or it's ground or what size package it is, so they can use this on any of their bags. And then there's a little, you can feel that this little round decal with the flag of Puerto Rico is put on top of that. So this is their Puerto Rican coffee. So let me go ahead and just get this open. Just pull the tab here at the top. And open the seal. Oh, these are dark beans and they're oily. Oh, this could be really good. Smells like coffee. It's not a really strong smell though. So let me go ahead and get this in Mr. Coffee. I'll grind it up, put it in Mr. Coffee. I'm gonna brew it with reverse osmosis purified drinking water. I won't be rinsing the filter, and I'll be back with the first cup. All right, I'm back for the first cup. Kind of a medium dark color. I was upstairs editing a video, and I was trying to think of how to describe the smell of the coffee, because when I smelled the beans, I just said it smells like coffee, but I paused there because I'm like, there's something else to it. The word came to me. It's a smoky kind of smell. I got it when I came downstairs from the studio. I could smell it here in the kitchen from the coffee. Let me go ahead and do the sniff test. Yeah, it's a smoky kind of smell to it. So if you kind of like your coffee smelling like that, maybe it reminds you of something, that might be something that you would like about this coffee. You know, another thing I noticed too is it's a 1 pound bag. I didn't weigh it on a scale, but it's stuffed. And I noticed that with some of these coffees, you get like 8 ounces or 12 ounces, or it always seems to be, well, I mean, kind of a dinky little bag sometimes. And you can order this in 8 ounce, 12 ounce, or 16 ounce, 1 pound. But for the price difference, I think the 12 ounce was like $12 or $13. I mean, for just a few dollars more, you might as well just go ahead and get the pound. Like I said earlier, what it shows on the label, you can order it in ground or whole bean. And for 1 pound of coffee to ship from Virginia to Michigan was under $9 in shipping. Now, the description online calls this a light French roast. I'm kind of a medium roast guy, but if I had to pick over a light roast or a dark roast, I'm probably going to lean more towards a light roast. So I'm hoping this is pretty good. The description also says it has a moderate, bittersweet, caramely flavor with acidity muted. And that's something I'm kind of curious to see as well. Does it taste acidy, or does it taste bitter? And as it cools off, does it bitter? Another thing too is the beans. When I ground them, I held down the button like an extra second. I wanted to see if they got powdery. They're oily beans, and in my experience, oily beans don't tend to get powdery, but I wanted to kind of just see what would happen. I kind of like the coarse grinds. It works better in my Mr. Coffee. So I actually spilled the first filter with coffee beans in it. Oh, the humanity. Fortunately, I was right next to the sink, so most of it went in there. It didn't make too big of a mess. I just went ahead and ground up some more. I filled the basket about 3/4 of the way to make this, and I noticed that there was some of the beans had gotten a little bit powdery, but for the most part, the majority of it was coarse. And in my experience, that just makes it brew better. All right, I've given this about 5 minutes to cool off. Me just talking about it to stall, and then stopping the camera to listen to it on playback while I cleaned all the coffee grounds out of the sink. So, should be cool enough. All right, I'm not getting the caramely. It's definitely got a smoky taste to it. It's not bitter. That's smooth. It's smooth, but I don't know that I would call this a light roast. I mean, light French roast. All right. Most of the coffees I drink aren't French roasts, so maybe I'm missing something here, or maybe I'm just I haven't had enough French roast coffees that I'm noticing that. But this is more like a dark, I think. Yeah, it's just really smoky. So I'll go ahead and have a few cups while I edit some more videos and come back and give you my final thoughts. All right, so I let this cup cool down. It should be lukewarm by now. I gave it plenty of time. Not really bitter, not really bitter. Still has that smoky flavor. I asked my director what she thought of it, and that first sip she kind of thought was strong. I think it's because of the smoky flavor. It kind of will take you a little bit by surprise, but she said, no, this is definitely a light roast. It's not a dark roast. So I thought about it some, and I tried a little bit more, and I said, okay, yeah, I can see it now. It is a light roast. So this coffee is not bitter. It's smooth, but it's smoky. It's not bad at all. I would buy this again, but it's just not what I'm used to. Let me add some to warm it up here. So for my first time ordering from Richport Coffee, I have to say that overall I'm happy with the experience. The price for a pound of whole bean coffee was fair at today's prices. The shipping price was fair. The delivery time was fair. And the coffee is really good. The more I drink it, the more I like it. Now, I'm not used to a smoky coffee, but this is really good because it's smooth, and I would recommend it. So if you're interested in trying out Richport Coffee, in particular this 100% Puerto Rican light roast, I'll include a link in the description section below. Thanks for watching.